they're using those stones for their own merit. Those aren't involved, human cases.
So a
It's other
monkey.
cases where they're like learning to use fire and things that are human educated. They're influenced that way.
So
So are
wait.
the
So
monkeys leaving
my
the
bad.
lab and going and getting
They're,
No,
released?
they're
so
not
the
in
article
labs.
I
They're,
put
they're
in the
not
back
they're
is
not in
about
labs.
wild monkeys
So
learning how to cook
Tarzan in the
food.
wild
It's
showing
not
these monkeys how to
human
develop.
No,
intervention.
it's not Tarzan. What the fuck are
Monkeys
you
doing
talking
it on
about?
their own.
This nigga
The
So
retarded,
article I
bro.
monkeys
put
are
in the
God
actually
back.
learning how
damn.
to make fire on their own.
No, I just explained that.
Oh no, no,
Nah,
I'm not being
that's
sarcastic.
why I asked him
I
about
was
what
like, really? That's
observation.
true? Like, I was like, oh shit! Like, show me the video.
But there are videos of them learning how to make fire. There is a video of a monkey that's currently knowing how to cook, even though it doesn't necessarily have a need for cooking.
So hold a fucking minute, man.
But
So
that's
are
hu-
human
that's hu- that's
beings?
that's
Oh
human
wait,
influence. That's
right?
very
Oh,
different from the basic
So you like
necessity.
they're seeing like the people like the so is it so you're
so they
saying
at the circus. Okay,
new
got
world monkeys are probably seeing humans doing
No,
something.
no, no. New World monkeys currently are in their Stone Age without human intervention.
what
I put
about
the article
elephants
in the back.
balancing on
We're not talking about
beach
elephants.
balls and
Stay
shit?
on topic.
Nah, it's same thing, nigga.
No,
Elephants
it's not.
juggling and shit in the
No,
yes
it's
it
not.
is.
We're not
Bro,
talking
I
about
can use your
elephants.
same position, go to the
No, you
circus
cannot.
and look at all these
No.
fucking
Okay,
elephants,
source up
man.
then. Source
Stop
up.
the horse shit, bro.
Source up.
Your
Source up.
position's
Well,
dumb.
no.
Source.
He did show monkeys using
Source
fire.
up.
So I'm intrigued by this. This actually might
Man,
even further show my argument about the fact that monkeys have not evolved over millions of years and they're just now having the evolution. And so therefore you cannot connect humans to monkeys because if they're just not evolving, why would we be connected to their evolution?
But evolution is based on a necessity, though. What necessity would they need to evolve? Do you understand the necessity of
now he
how
going
homo?
against his
I
own point.
understand necessity to evolve, but I'm saying
Okay,
that
And evolution doesn't always move forward.
exactly. But what is it? There was a necessity for Homo sapiens to become Homo sapiens. There was a change in environment for that to start in play.
okay, so there was a change in the environment. Okay, so monkeys are constantly having a change in the environment, especially when
Not not only in cases where there's human intervention, but outside of
right.
that, they're still in the
Okay,
jungle.
and you know what happens to those monkeys when humans intervene? They
Okay, but that's a small minority. The rest of them are
no,
still in the jungle.
there's entire species that become extinct when humans actually
But
touch on them.
that's a small minority. There's still some that are still in Brazil, still in Kenya, still in the jungles without human
Africa,
intervention,
Indonesia, the
and
whole
they're having
equator
their
is full of
stomachs.
monkeys.
Okay, if it listen, how much of the Amazon has been knocked down, right?
We're not even gonna do that. Just look at the evidence. Look at the research.
All right,
Like it's out there.
so the question is that okay, monkeys have gone extinct even without human intervention, and then we
That is not what I'm saying.
So
no
did
hold on,
humans. A lot of
let me
different
finish
humanoids went
my statement.
extinct.
What were you gonna
We're the
say,
last
Kim?
ones.
What were you saying?
I said a lot of different humanoids have gone extinct.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is
I mean,
that
shit, we wiped out Neanderthals.
right.
The
So
Nosovins.
Yep.
yeah, right, exactly. So when you have all these like monkeys going extinct, okay, and then you're trying to tie and say that we are monkeys,
We're
We're
apes.
apes.
right? Well, that's not what I just had.
But I'm not talking about the debate. The question that was posed was why don't they evolve? And I'm telling you, it's based on necessity. There's a current necessity for them to have a different diet, and they they
Where
they
you
create.
getting? Hold on. Where you
I'm
getting
I'm
this from?
posting my sources in the back, so you can look at those sources and see where I'm getting my information from, because I'm not just rambling off
Oh
at the
man,
mouth.
see that just sound like hold on, man. So you just but where? So I'm gonna ask you is where they from? You can post the source,
Uh,
that's fine. But are you
they're
solely
going they're
dependent?
going to Brazil, they're going to Kenya, and they're observing monkeys in nature.
So
They're
they're in
Okay,
so they're
that's
in
not.
Brazil
Okay,
right
wait,
Caprices
hold on, real quick,
specifically.
real quick. That doesn't show how a monkey is how the evolution of a monkey by them going to Brazil in 2024 whatever the fuck and looking at a damn monkey, bro. That's not doing anything. So I'm asking you what scientific measures are
So
being
observation isn't scientific.
man, bro. You see, this is what happens. Your position is fucking trash, and now that I'm questioning, you come back with a
Okay.
stupid ass
Yeah,
What
question.
it's
are you talking
you
about? We're just having a
and
conversation.
you
Why
have
are you so fucking
you
hostile?
have an opinion based on
Let me help you, bro, because you kind of
you
slow.
can't help me.
How are they coming to these conclusions on a
I
scientific
told you
level?
they're observing them in nature.
You dumb.
Nah,
I'm
you're
not
dumb.
talking to a dummy
Dumb.
no more.
Like I
You have no evidence for your
don't.
case. You just running off at the
That's how
mouth.
mostly science is done, is by observation.
Yeah, but that's not the observation I'm clearly fucking talking about. The
What
observation
kind
I'm
of
clearly talking
observation?
about is how are you tracking and coming up with a
They
scientific
watch them.
understanding that they're not evolving or if they are evolving. You can't just tell me you looked at a monkey and can come off the top of your fucking head. Yeah,
I mean, they have
they're evolved because
archaeological sites. They
after
can
20
see.
million
Like, go
years,
read the
after
articles.
20
I mean,
million years,
Jesus, why are you so mad
because
about
I'm
a fucking
asking
monkey?
this
We just
man
having
to
talking
actually
about monkeys.
explain his position. The best he could do was just say one word
Who are you
because
to
he
be
was
questioning him like that?
offended
Like,
in
we
me
just
asking him a
chilling.
question.
Like, why are you hostile towards him?
What?
What?
Because it made no sense. I'm asking a
You.
question about science. I'm asking a
You, it
question.
made sense to everybody else.
Right, and you still talking. That's weird.
I
So
sure am.
you asked
You
me a
still
question.
talking.
You
You
still
keep
talking.
interrupting
Right.
Mel.
You asked me a question and you're still talking
I
over me
sure
to get
am.
an answer.
I am. So
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 are you
so
an
you're not
atheist or are
genuine
you
on your
like a
stupid ass
he's a
question. Your
Hebrew
question was even
Israelite.
dumb, and
okay.
you wasn't even serious. What is you
What?
talking about?
We're
So
fucking talking about monkeys.
Yo,
And you in here
So you
fucking
trying
cussing
to
at people
defend
for no
somebody and
reason,
you
bro.
look dumb as
Fuck
hell.
outta
That's
here.
what I'm telling you. You don't even know why I'm frustrated about him trying to explain his position on which he didn't upon. So I'm asking
What?
you saying some shit
Nobody
about
cares
monkeys.
why you're frustrated, bro. Go get a
But so why
teacher.
did your stupid ass just ask then,
Your
dummy?
ass is
We
stupid.
already
You don't
understood
leave
what he was
motherfucker on the
saying.
phone, bitch.
Fuck, this nigga sound dumb as fuck.
Right. Like,
so I want to hear more about these monkeys evolving because you know what, this actually might feed more into my debate about the fact that if a monkey have existed for millions of years and they're just not evolving, then what connects them to us that have evolved over the past 300,000 years?
So then,
No, listen, because in his debate he was like, "We're monkeys, right?" Okay, and if we New World monkeys are older than Old World monkeys.
no, New World monkeys are the monkeys alive right now, right?
exactly.
No.
Old World monkeys are
New World
previous.
monkeys. New World monkeys live because they're from South America, and you have the Old World monkeys are what evolved into apes.
We're not monkeys.
I know.
No, but I was answering.
I know.
I was answering the question that why haven't monkeys evolved? But
No, but
yeah,
I'm saying apes
we're
are not monkeys. We don't have tails.
no, they're not.
They're a different species, like subspecies of primate. They're not the same type of primate we are.
So
Exactly.
who have seen my debate? What was I missing in that? Because no more niggas are trying to debate me on this shit.
So I'm not. First of all, I'm not trying to debate you. I'm just stating an obvious fact.
No, I'm saying more people because I did the debate with Cube. Now everybody's coming out the woodwork. Although,
they all want to debate you
because Cube is well known.
I'm trying to find more like evidence to like really kill people with more information. So I believe that this New World monkey evolving is more proof that okay, because from what I understand, New World monkeys are older than Old World monkeys. They just can't. New World just means they come from South America, versus Old World come from Africa.
So what's the question?
So if it took them like 20 more like years and years and years because they're still okay I'm wrong. Okay, Old World monkeys are older than New World. Okay, I was wrong about that. I can admit when I'm wrong. Okay. So
I think we was
World
both right because I didn't know it was the geographic location either.
It is.
It's New World monkeys are the ones that are in like South America and this, that, the other. Then you have
Yeah. Well, monkeys are Africa, and don't forget Asia.
Yeah, Asia. Yeah. So, all right, Old World monkeys are from 34 to 23 million years ago, and then New World are 27 to 31. Still millions of years ago. Okay. But they are beginning to evolve. Are the old world monkeys evolving?
So I haven't seen because those are capuchins that are posted in that
They
particular.
were in like Africa too, like building, creating like a. Because I believe that would prove the fact that monkeys are evolving separate from humans.
Some cases of macaques are using them. Macaques
Yeah.
have those long tails, but again, I'll pull up the sources for
And see,
that.
and
Max
Cube was
Planck did a
trying to
study.
say that we had 93% DNA connection to macaques. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
They, and so if we are connected, if we are derivative of them, or we share a common ancestor with them, why are we evolving faster than they are?
based
Why
off
are
of
they trying to compare them to monkeys instead of like apes? Because we're the same as like gorillas and
I know,
those
but
type
his
of
argument is
apes.
not that we are gorillas and apes. He is like, listen, did you see the debate? This nigga was like, we are monkeys, straight up. Like it doesn't matter. He tried to say that we're macaques, and I get the chimpanzee connection. He's like, no, it's also the macaques. That's a
so
90%.
Cube is not a good debater. I can say this from
So maybe I
experience.
should not be putting any information together based on the debate I just had with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that because Cube is. I was a judge in a debate league for a couple of years, and I'm telling you, Cube was in that league. He was never that good. He only took topics that he think he could win, but he was never well studied or well researched.
Okay.
So, I wouldn't use that as a basis for that. But to answer your question, any form of evolution is always based off of a necessity or a need. So with humans, there was a necessity and there was a need for humans to evolve because humans, as apes, left the homeland for apes. Like they left the jungle. So when you leave the jungle, you come across a new environment. That means you need new food supply. That means you need new shelter. And you come across different predators that you may have not experienced in the jungle or that you would have experienced, but you had a way to avoid them. Now you don't.
So
And
what do you
especially
think about the thought that
if you're walking upright.
all right. So what do you think about the thought that the human probably ate like a fungi mushroom that actually had DMT in it, and that's like was part of their like evolutionary process?
Nah, because that evolution is not something that happens immediately. I mean, there is macro and micro, but they happen over time
So why don't humans have hair all over their bodies like monkeys?
because there isn't a necessity for hair to be over the body.
So we've only been on this earth like what 300,000
But
years.
some people do
Correct,
have
but
hair all over their body.
some people do, but that's a
Right.
genetic situation. That is not a base for
But I'm
all.
saying they made their genes maybe didn't evolve that way, so they're still hairy.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
The ones that are hairy are more closer to like a colder climate. Versus
Exactly. So that's
That
based
in
on
our
what?
hot climate,
Necessity.
they still have
That's based on necessity that they
So
need that.
monkeys have hair. I mean, chimpanzees and apes have hair, and it's in a hot climate. So why would it be necessary for an ape to have hair in a hot climate?
And we probably had more hair before we started wearing clothes.
So, but before that, clothes is a good point. But also, apes lost hair. Apes had hair first. Then they lost hair due to changing environment. Then those hunter gatherers that went up to Europe had to regrow hair. So it's not that the hair in the hunter gatherers up in Europe versus the hair in the apes is the same necessity. It's a loss and then a gain. In nature, if you don't use it, you will lose it. And then if it's a necessity for it and it's a consistent need for people over time, the DNA will produce
So
the results for you to have hair.
Here's the question. So now we're humans. We live in America. It gets cold in the winter and it gets hot in the summer. Why don't we grow hair like a gorilla in the summer, in the winter, and then lose our hair during the summer, so to make ourselves more heat?
But because the climate changes at so much of a rapid rate that there isn't a necessity. Now, if we were living in like Northern Europe, that would be different.
Okay, so why do the apes in Africa still have hair?
Because
Why do the monkeys in South America have hair? It's hot.
but again, they originate from the earlier apes, where that distinction came from. That's a genetic transfer. That is not something that they needed to lose. That's what I'm saying. It's only when we leave the jungle that the necessity for hair is no longer necessary.
Like so going into the desert, you could say like
Not even going to the desert, just going into the wildlands is no need for hair.
mhm. Yeah,
Also the skin gets.
I need you know what I need to like actually go into that hair argument because now it's sounding more like
Yeah,
Susan.
we definitely can, but I'm saying that's the
No, I'm
same
saying
way with.
on my, no, I'm talking about, like in my argument on my slides because I'm like, as more people want to try to debate me, I need to go into like, okay, hair over here, hair over here. Why is not there hair over here? You know what I'm saying? Why
But
all
it's
the
like
hair?
pigs, right? So like there's pigs that aren't really hairy, and then there's warthogs and different kind of hogs that got a whole body full of hair.
Is it because they live in the jungle and maybe that hair protects them or something? I don't know.
From radiation, yes.
From radiation in the jungle?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So hair it protects you from radiation?
Solar radiation, absolutely.
Well, like
From
the
solar
UV rays.
radiation. Wouldn't you get more solar radiation being in the desert than you would in a jungle? Would you have trees?
You would, but if you've evolved to where you have more direct skin contact, and depending on the pigmentation of your skin, you can still receive that radiation, but you may have evolved to be able to handle that.
But everyone that's like in the jungle, because most of the jungles are like around the equator lines, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
so,
That's the highest point where the
everyone,
sun reaches
yeah,
its apex.
all the people around that, around the whole world, are dark skinned people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
But there
maybe
was
that's just
monkeys
how
in
we
Egypt, right?
evolved.
You know, I really don't believe in evolution. That's why I find this conversation so intriguing. I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? That it could be so many answers to a question, but so many like things that don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like,
So one thing, like with the hair thing, one thing that we have over our prior primary ancestors is the ability to develop sweat glands to regulate our body temperature, and the darker skin to protect our skin from the sun. That's something that came from evolution.
okay, so what
That's,
color? What color are gorilla skin?
I mean, it appears to be black,
Okay,
but it's have you seen a naked
so what,
gorilla?
so why do you need hair if you're black?
Again, because in
They don't sweat the same way we
they
do.
don't. Yeah, no, they don't sweat the same. They don't have the sweat glands that we do.
So
So their
gorillas,
bodies have to cool off a different way. Their
you
fur
know what?
probably
They
has
also
to.
probably aren't. They probably also don't submerge themselves in water. What I'm thinking is the fact that once we started to, I think, and I'm listen, and because I'm into E5, you know what I'm saying, I practice E5. There had to be a bipedal aquatic being that actually had sex with a thing. If we're gonna go into evolution, we're gonna like believe in this whole thing. That's where you get this mommy water thing. You know what I'm saying? That would actually connect um this whole situation because a aquatic ape like creature would not need hair, would not need this to like live in water. Why can we swim? Why can we hold our breath? And do apes go underneath water and hold their breath?
Some do,
Okay.
but they don't all have the necessity for that because they all don't come across that.
And you know they also say that certain people have like more webbing between their hands. Like what like you know what I'm saying? Do like monkeys and apes really have that webbing type of feature?
I don't think so.
When we get in water, you know how our hands like actually change to make it more easier to like grip things in the water, like to be you know how your feet if you sit in your feet in water for a long time, your actual skin on your thing like becomes wrinkly to be able to grip things in water?
Right.
Could it be that there was a bipedal aquatic like ape-like creature that was also like living on water and land? It was able to like traverse both places, and then it actually had mixed with the ape-like creature, and then that's where we came from. That's why we probably don't have as much hair because we're a combination of a aquatic ape and a regular ape.
But that ape would have had to had a
And
majority of
it
its
might sound
life.
like pseudo. It sounds pseudo, but I'm just like,
Yeah, but that ape would have had to have a majority of its life interacting with swimming in water, probably for food supply enough for it to cause that. Like with us, the reason why that skin wrinkles is because it constricts, is because the nervous system responds and it's able to allow the skin to be able to grab surfaces and items and things like that.
right. That is
That's due to evolution on our part,
right.
because we have more time in water compared to our ape siblings
So
or
the question
ancestors.
would be: Is did that evolution happen in the ape when we were closer to an ape-like creature, or did that happen after we became hominidoid?
It would have had to happen after, because an ape-like creature would have had a necessity to do that, and the only necessity
Are we
that
assuming that ape-like creatures only live in the jungle, or do we know that there's any ape-like creatures that live close to the water and maybe did go to the water?
there's some that could live in water. There's water near jungles, but again, what's the necessity? Why
Because
would
let
they?
me tell
Why
you,
would they do that for long periods of time, over time? Like
maybe
I
like
said, food would
lack
definitely
of
be a
food.
great reason. There's some that do live like in Amazon. There's some that actually reside near the water, and they actually do partake from the water, but they don't always go into it. So there has to be a necessity in order for evolution to take place.
Right. So we can't assume that there was probably not like an ape-like creature that was bipedal that also uh, 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 dealt with the water and then worked also on land, and so therefore that might be the missing link. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so, because like I said, what's the necessity for that? Like, why would that need to be a regular part of his life? What would be the motivating factor?
But I feel
Well,
like
if
monkeys will adapt. Have you guys ever seen those monkeys that live in the snow mountains in Japan?
no, I
Those
haven't seen those.
Japanese snow monkeys. So they
Oh, the
live
white
up in
one.
the some of them are brown too, but they live up in the mountains where it snows all the time in Japan, and they have hot springs, and they all just go and get in the hot springs and bathe themselves and swim around and everything. Like,
So yeah. So that makes sense, right? So when I was doing my presentation, I talked about the multi-regional aspect of things, right? That you could be in one region and then another thing could happen in another region. Those things combined. That was Chin Chi Wu that like actually came up with that science, right? The multi-regional. Well, he actually added to the science. It was always there was always other like people that have like brought that up, and that's what I was really like. That was really my argument. I'm like, dude, you're trying to say that everything came from one thing in the middle of Kenya or Ethiopia or even Egypt, but now they're finding more fossils older than the ones that you found in Africa, and then they're about to change all that, right? So even if they find out that this thing in Turkey that they call I forget what the name of it is, but it was
what,
found in Turkey.
Lucy,
Australopithecus.
Australopithecus?
Not Australopithecus. It's hold on, what's it called? I talked about it during my presentation, but I forget what shit's called. Let's see. It was called it was called because I like I'm gonna find out exactly what it's called. It's called Antediluvius.
Oh, Andalusian.
Yeah,
Yeah, they originate from
Turkey.
the no. They the Andalusian people, they originate in the islands in on the Southeast Asia. You talking about those people, or you talking about like
It was called an antediluvius, and it was from 8.6 million years ago, and it was found on Turkye 2015.
oh, okay, in a diluvius Turkey. Okay, yeah.
And so they found that fossil, and they're saying that humanity may have evolved in Europe and Eastern Mediterranean region and migrated into Africa instead.
So here's the thing, though. Like they would have to show that that particular species originated there versus relocated.
Well, yeah, well, they'll find that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How could they do that without any DNA? That was my whole argument. Is like without any DNA, they can't really um say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all they could do with the fossil is test the ground that it was on. They can't test the fossil directly because DNA only goes back up to like 2 million years. And that's all my argument was with Cube. Is like you can't even test this and say exactly what it is. And he just like you're arguing a different argument. I'm like, bro, I'm not. This is not the same argument of are we monkeys? Yes, it is. It's the same exact argument because you're arguing from this point and I'm arguing from this point. You know what I'm saying? You want me to state in this the genome aspect of it that came from chimpanzees and macaques. I'm saying let's go back to 25 million years ago before all these things existed and let's like talk about it from that point. So we were just talking about from two separate points and he said I didn't know what I was talking about. So it was interesting to say the least. But yeah, I'm glad I got to pick y'all brains on some stuff. You guys are very smart. Cause you know what? I've
Yeah.
only been studying this shit for like 2 months.
Hey, but check out the link I just posted back there.
Like ever since I did, I only started like even like getting into this when I said I was going to be debating Cube. It's been 2 months so out of 2 months of me studying, he said he'd been studying for like 5 years. How did I win a debate?
Because
a
he's not
lot
that
of
good. I'm
people,
trying to tell you, he's not that good.
a lot of people back here don't really read and don't have comprehension.
Mm.
Yeah, but Cube is not that. He's not. A lot of the claims he makes is based off of hearsay. He hears somebody else say it, or the common knowledge. But he doesn't like research enough to substantiate any of his claims. They're all opinionated.
Right. And you know another thing he said, he was like, well, I think it was biased in the Signetter chat. But I'm like, bro, you're assuming that the people that's in Signetter's chat are stupid and they don't have college education or even high school because
Hey,
I'm like, bro, we was learning about evolution in high school and junior high and elementary. I mean, what are you talking about? You really think that people are so stupid that they don't know what evolution is? They don't understand what my argument is. Okay, you can't be so now you're like the smartest person in the world. Come on now. To think that everybody that's sitting up on this panel, I mean in this chat, 2,000, 3,000 people, nobody can see your point.
yeah.
It was like I think it got up to like 4,000 like people so far. None of them can understand his point. Come on now. And when we ended the chat, it was ended the live. It was like 2.2 million, 2.2 thousand people that was voting. So yeah, it was crazy. Anyways, so what y'all think about this Jaguar Wright shit that's going on? Y'all know about that?
Yeah, I've heard about it. She wants attention. That's all she's there for.
Yeah, she's a lunatic. So
But look, check
Yeah,
out the
I
link I
was like, I feel
posted.
like she be having too much going on. Like,
she's crazy, child. She's bipolar, child. She been
wasn't
diagnosed.
her and the husband like fighting or something? And she tried to stab him, and it was like all over the blogs a couple years ago.
Oh, honey, it's advanced further than that. She said Jay-Z raped her and all kind of wild stuff now.
Is she on drugs?
Yeah.
Well, I know she went on Piers Morgan, and then that's when Jay-Z and Beyonce said something to the network, and Piers Morgan had to apologize.
Yeah. And now there's this new chick named Allie Carter that has like this white lady that's like her mother or supposed like adopted mother, and they sound like a bunch of complete like schizophrenics. I'm like, bro, and like
You know her?
huh?
You know her?
No, I don't know her, but I've been watching her stuff on online. I'm like, dude, uh huh.
Yeah, I wanted you to look at the article in the back.
Was that a baby? Somebody got a little. I heard a little baby in the background somewhere. Who got a baby? Oh, how old is he? You don't like you should have no damn grandson. Oh my god, why are we getting old? Man, that's crazy. You know, my youngest daughter is 7, and I'm like 46 years old. Oh wow. See, Oh, but no, you're 40. Man, y'all started like earlier than I did. You know, and I'm like, dude, I wish I would have started because I'd be like at this age, like traveling the world and everything. I'm like, damn, I gotta wait till I'm 50. I gotta wait till I'm like 53 to like actually start getting it back. But no, hold on. Older than that. Oh shit, wait, 7. I'm 46. Wait a minute. How much longer? I gotta like wait till I'm 55? Oh man.
You got 10 years at least,
Mm,
depending on how old they're gonna be when they graduate.
oh my god, 10 more years. Oh my god. I'll be fucking almost 60. That's why I'm gonna tell my daughters, like, have your kids young. Don't do it. Like, I was told, wait till you're in your 30s to start having kids. Don't. That was some bad advice. But you know what? I'm gonna say this. I got to live it up in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I was like traveling around the world, but now I'm older. I'm like, shit. I should have had these suckers earlier. You know, because I ain't had no money back then. I'm broke as hell in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to still make it through. But I'm like, damn. All my friends and kids is out of school and stuff. You know, they out. They like, let's go. Let's go on a cruise. I don't like cruises, but let's do this. Let's do that. I'm like, no, I can't. My 7-year-old daughter. Meanwhile, they like, let's travel. Let's go to Italy. I'm like, can't do it. Can't touch
I want to
this.
go back to Italy.
You like the Italian dudes, the Italian men?
I don't know. I wasn't really looking at men. I was with my boyfriend at the time.
Oh, okay. I heard the Italian dudes be loving the black woman over there.
I mean, they loved him just in general. My boyfriend at the time, like, I don't understand. Like, he was just a likable person, though. Like, some man offered him a job in the airport. Like, it was weird.
Hey, y'all, make sure y'all add me. And also, please go to my little channel. You know what I'm saying? Go to my little channel. It's called Alchemizing Energy. I'll put it on the chat. Because I need to interview y'all, man, one by one. Just do these interviews, knock them out. I like talking to intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? So y'all are very intelligent.
Thank you.
I'm glad I got put into this group. You know.
Honey was schooling us earlier about Abraham pimping out Sarah.
Oh, really?
I was like,
You know.
interesting.
Oh, that's what I was fixing to watch. That Harley Initiation. Harley Initiated. Y'all watch that?
Who?
It's called Harley Initiative. They're talking about is African spirituality witchcraft. It was some like Hispanic person on there talking about, dude. How in the fuck
Was it Misery?
his name is Misery?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's this Hispanic dude back here that calls us Canaanite dogs.
I don't know. Let me see if this is the one. Is African spirituality witchcraft? Because I practice Ifa, and everybody think I'm a witch. I'm like, dude, that's not fucking. I have never casted a spell or did anything. I'll do little stuff for myself, but I've never done anything against somebody else. Witchcraft is when you try to do something against somebody and hurt them and this, that, the other, and that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I might do stuff to change my own energy, but to do something against somebody else's, actually, it's almost like you being a doctor and harming that patient. You know what I'm saying? Because really, like the priest in African spirituality, we're the doctors, so it's first law is do no harm. You know what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to harm people, but people who took it, got that the wrong way.
It's called Ifa.
Ifa, yeah. Y'all never heard of it, Ifa?
I think I just didn't know the name of it.
I would say they call it another name is for Orisha. Orisha.
Yeah.
This is my channel, y'all. Please join it. I'm fixing to watch this hardly initiated thing and see what the hell this dude is talking about. This like a white dude or a Hispanic guy talking about how African spirituality is his name is Dr. Vince Bantu. What the fuck is that? That's crazy. Hold on. Okay, he's not white. He look like he's a let me see how he talks. Okay, so he is a black guy, but he looks white. My bad. I'm fixing to watch this bullshit and see what the hell he talking about.
Yeah, I think Vince is pseudo though.
Huh?
I think he's big pseudo.
You know Vince?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm fixing to watch what the hell he about to say. And that's crazy. I'm not shoot. Yeah. I'm gonna have to like do a review on this. I'm gonna have to get some permission to see if I can like review this.
Yeah, he writes a few books here and there.
Huh?
He writes a few books here and there.
Oh, okay. Well,
Mostly Christian guy.
he what?
Christian.
He's a Christian?
Yep.
Well, what the? How can he do any assessment on African spirituality then?
He really can't do any assessment on Christianity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I like this group. Y'all are so, you know what I'm saying? I really crave to be around very intelligent people.
Gotta watch out. There's some slow people in here sometimes, like Shabar. I don't know why he annoyed me so much earlier.
He apologized and left.
He annoyed the shit out of me. Like, shut up.
Tell her to watch out. There's some slow people in here too. That's funny. All right, y'all. I'm fixing to go ahead and watch this. Thank you guys for like that, giving me like some clarity. I'm gonna do some more research. Make sure y'all add me on Facebook and say hi.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right, peace out, guys.
Bye.
Oh, thanks, honey, for the details on what's going on with that whole situation with the pop. Because I'm like, what's going on? You know, it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm like, what in the hell? Crazy. Anyways, can't win them all. You know.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
So quiet now.
Yeah.
Darn, I should go to bed. It's 1:30. I have stuff to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Last
Good night,
week.
Tiffany.
Huh?
Good night, Tiffany.
Good night.
You a lover, but you steady talking tough. We stay ready, so we know for calling bluffs. You thought you had it till you seen us coming up. We step on next, all disrespect, and it ain't no letting up. You a capper, get your feelings hurt a lot. Ain't got no weapon trying to claim the top spot. If it's too hot, then get the fuck up out the war room. We on a mission, ain't got time for all these fake goons. Yeah, who's scared, nigga? You started stuttering soon as you see me come through.